Yo bro, just thought up a chicken and the egg question. Think you know it? Oh yeah? Shoot. Alright. What came first? Feeding or fasting? That's simple. It's gotta be...
What's his name? What's his name? I got nothing on a name. Come on, baby, what's the name?
Not bad. Not bad. Hey. Ha! Whoa. I don't know. Yeah. Thus the chicken and the egg-ness. Anyway, it was a trick question. Huh? It's sleep. Yo, what is up? Welcome back to another week of How to Health. My name is Kevin. I run liftandbalance.com, where we take aim at all things health and do it in an odd, weird, interesting, and highly sarcastic manner. Today, we are diving into some new and very interesting, juicy research about how fasting could be used as a potential catalyst for people looking to make healthy dietary change in their lives. Because sometimes that hill is just a tad bit steeper than it looks, and we need a little push. And in this case, a little biological push. But who's keeping track? And, of course, the aforementioned push should always be done under medical supervision. So, as always, before you do anything, consult your person with the special jacket.
Gold jacket, green jacket, who gives this shit?
No, not Happy Gilmore. Your doctor. Now, this research that we're going to talk about today aimed to tease out how dietary intervention alone, and then dietary intervention following a 5-day fast, impacted cardiometabolic health in patients with metabolic syndrome, or patients battling chronic diseases such as hypertension, heart disease, diabetes, obesity, and all of their problematic friends. So in the next 12 minutes and 14 seconds, we'll run through what the modern day metabolic dilemma is, how dietary change and a fasting intervention impact key cardiometabolic biomarkers as well as microbiome composition, and finally, why we're all in a lot more control of our own destiny than we may believe. Except you, production team. You guys follow my rules. All right, let's dive in. What we know, the standard Western diet is bad. In fact, it's sad. We don't need to look far for a case against the modern Western diet. The largest case study showing the effects of a highly processed, highly refined Western diet is underway. And it's happening right under our nose. Hey, no, production team, no. It was a saying. Stop looking up your nose. Jeez, get a tissue or something. Billions of people have adopted and accepted this way of eating as we watch and wonder why rates of chronic disease continue to rise. And this rise is pretty closely correlated to that expansion of our waistline. The past few hundred years have been the first time in human history where the top killers haven't been acute infection and injury. Instead, they are slow-moving, inflammation-inducing chronic conditions that chip away at our health year by year, driving many into a state of morbidity or a state of being diseased by their 50s and 60s. The scary thing is, the onset of these chronic conditions keeps creeping down in age, affecting younger and younger generations, indicating for the most part that these are very much diseases of lifestyle, not fate. Food, sleep, movement, and environment are all critical components here. And if we're being brutally honest, the last century has been a clear indicator that we humans as a whole have been doing a pretty shitty job with all of the above. The evidence has become so clear that slow-moving overseeing bodies like the NIH or National Institute of Health have classified these top killers as highly preventable. How? Through healthy lifestyle habits and putting ourselves in healthy environmental conditions, which is kind of what this whole channel is all about. Hundreds of health and longevity videos just waiting for you, in an odd, weird, interesting, and highly sarcastic manner, of course. So when it comes to non-pharmaceutical health interventions, two of the most powerful tools that we have in the longevity toolbox are healthy eating and strategic fasting. And this research is the first of its kind to dive into how they may be used together to combat and reverse already adverse cardiometabolic health conditions. So let's bogey the study. Researchers aim to leverage the known powers of these two interventions, exploring how much of an impact they can make on 71 male and female participants battling metabolic syndrome and high blood pressure. First, the participants were divided into two groups at random. Both were put on a DASH or dietary approach to stop hypertension diet for 3 months, which, surprise, surprise, is designed to battle high blood pressure, or one of the top risk factors for cardiometabolic disease. This Mediterranean-like diet consists of a lot of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, fish, and lean white meats. Now, the difference between the two groups was how they started the race, aka the intervention. One group performed a 5-day fast before starting, while the other just dove right in. And key piece of information that I want to call out here, this was a fast, but kinda not really. It was more like a fasting mimetic diet, which we break down here. This is because the fasting group actually consumed some calories during their fast, approximately 300 to 350 through vegetable juice and vegetable broth. And protocols like this essentially trick the body into thinking that it's fasting when you're not really fasting. And the preliminary research shows that it brings about many of the same effects, while bringing compliance rates from participants drastically up, because they at least get to drink a little. If you want to deep dive into this, I highly suggest you check out the aforementioned video. It's linked up here, it's also linked below. Another important call out here is the fact that education was included, which in my eyes is big. I don't know about you guys, but I know when I get a better understanding of what is happening on the inside, I am more likely to follow through with my health interventions. So participants in this study received nutritional counseling and classes along with general lifestyle recommendations like exercise and stress reduction. So what happened? Well, after conducting several cardiometabolic tests at different points throughout the study, researchers saw some interesting changes. First, while the DASH intervention reduced systolic blood pressure after 3 months, the DASH diet alone failed to reduce ambulatory 24-hour systolic blood pressure and BMI. While fasting followed by the DASH protocol led to a sustained reduction in both 24-hour ambulatory systolic blood pressure, mean arterial pressure, and BMI. In addition, fasting followed by the modified DASH led to a significant reduction in body weight. So what do they think was going on here? Well, first, fasting induced a profound change in immune system population. Researchers observed a decrease in pro-inflammatory Th1 cells and a permanent enrichment in dendritic cells, a shift that has been shown in previous research to reduce hypertension. Then, when it comes to my favorite topic, our microbes, researchers saw health-promoting bacteria that reduce high blood pressure multiply for the participants in the fasting group. And previous data suggests that the abundance of certain microbes is highly associated with cardiovascular health. These gut microbes work in close contact with the immune system, and beneficial populations ferment the dietary fiber in healthy Mediterranean-like diets into beneficial short-chain fatty acids like butyrate that benefit the immune system. This led researchers to conclude that periodic fasting followed by a DASH diet induces distinct microbiome and immuno changes that are specific to fasting itself, leading to a sustained blood pressure benefit, which was not seen in the patients following the DASH diet alone. This allowed participants in the fasting group to drastically decrease their intake of anti-hypertension medication to the tune of 43%, compared to only 17% of people who followed the DASH diet alone. And these findings have led authors to coin fasting as a potential catalyst to kickstart a healthy dietary intervention by promoting health-inducing changes in the gut microbiome and the immune system. So what's this all really mean? The moral of the story is we're all a little bit different in a unique biological state with a vast array of internal and external variables at play. For some, depending on where they're at, A change in eating alone may not move the health needle and deliver the results they were looking for. And that right there, many times, can be very discouraging, and a reason many people revert back to their old self-damaging ways. Sometimes we just need a little extra to get us over the hill. And the evidence continues to grow around a strategic fasting protocol as a potent pusher. Research like this just adds to the resume. So talk to your doctor, show them the research, and begin to devise the strategy that will start getting your health back on track, or continue your healthy ways, wherever it is, because you are in control. You can do hard things. And no matter what point you are at in your life, there is no better day to start or continue investing in your most valuable asset, you. And that's what we got. As always, let me know what comments, questions, any random thoughts you have down below. And sorry, but I gotta run. Promised production team I'd take them to the local hill and teach them how to ride a bike. You know, give them a little. No, I was kidding.